Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today from our friends at Hunkydory Crafts, I have something new and different to show you. This is the Bookmark Toppers collection. This is feeling festive for Christmas. It contains 24 sheets, so tons of bookmarks. Now I'm not just talking about the plain little rectangular bookmarks you might give as a little extra gift inside of a card. Look what Debbie made with these individual bookmarks, you guys, and they come with mats for them as well. Fantastic. I have so much more to show you. This is our giveaway card for this episode, so if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer could win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, before we take a flip through of all the different patterns and images, I want to show you the little mirror backing for each bookmark. They come in silver and gold. Great big pack of these. You get 80 in each one. And these measure, you guys, these are 2 1/8 inches wide by 5.5 inches tall. And then each one of these little bookmark pieces that you punch out are just slightly smaller. So this would measure 2 inches by 5 3/8 of an inch. So when you pair them up, there's a nice little border around that. Okay, so we'll come back to that. Let's take a look at these. All right, so you get 2 of each one of these. Actually, you're getting 3 of each one of these. All right, so let's take a look at these. The cute little kitty, the snowman, these are very bright and cheery. All the little sentiments and things to go with them, to complement them. I'm just gonna turn this like this. Here are the beautiful little cottages, and you'll see how, you know, you can pair them up next to each other, but they are like a little different. Like this is not the same as this cottage, but you could absolutely put them next to each other. Once again, all the little sentiments and things. And then all these beautiful flowers. I believe these are magnolias. Winter florals, this one's called. And all the beautiful mauves, blues, purples, whites, absolutely gorgeous. And look at the foiling on these, you guys. Really gorgeous. All right, this is the one that Debbie used for her card. And we're gonna revisit this one, but look at all the little scenes. Just super cute. All the foiling on that, the blues, the golds in this are absolutely gorgeous. And then look at this one with all the rich like tapestry looks. Absolutely beautiful. Debbie made a card with using this one too that's just amazing. And then look at all the cute little critters. Aren't they sweet with the little foiling on them? And then so cute, right on trend with pink Christmas. If you love the pink Christmas trend, this is so cute. That is the cutest, jolliest Santa. Isn't he beautiful? Look at that, and everything with a nutcracker to the little gingerbread. Oops, let's turn this one over. And then this one with the black and gold, very dramatic. Look at all the greetings. And Debbie did a great card using this one as well. All right, you guys, so let's jump back in here. We're gonna take a look at what Debbie did on this one. All right, so here's how you start out. We're just gonna get really basic with these. All right, so you have all of your little die cut images, and then you just like pull them out, okay? And then you're matting them like this. Now, Debbie just glued hers to each one of these, okay? And as you can see, she started out with 3. This is a 6.5 by 5 inch card. So then what Debbie did was she cut these down to fit this 5 inch tall card. So she's trimmed a little bit off of both the mat and the main focal piece here. But then they fit so nicely going across the card. Okay, all the silver going straight across, just leaving a little bit of white in between, because she did shave a little bit off of these. Okay, and then remember, these are getting cut down as well. So cute. But before, I did make a mistake here. Before she glued them to the card, she glued them to a sheet of white cardstock. Okay, so before gluing them to your card, you're gluing them to the width and height of your card, trimming them down, and then glue them to the white cardstock. Then, you guys, this is so cool. She took oval cutting dies and she took out one of the scalloped ones and one of the straight edge ones. And then she went ahead and she put these right over the image glued to the cardstock. Taped it down with a little low tack tape. Ran this through the die cutting machine. All right. So now you've kind of got like this big oval thing in the center. This is what she did. So then she reassembled everything on the card front. And this oval shape right here, she took out the oval shape because now you have this big oval cut in the center. And she took that and she inked the edges of it using metallic silver ink. All right, and then it's good to just hit that with a heat gun or a hair dryer just to kind of let that dry because the metallics do take a little longer. And then you guys, she went ahead and she foam taped, see if you can see right in there. She foam taped with little pieces of foam tape under the scallops, this border within that little, I'll call it like a little ditch that she made, the original border. She glued it right back where it belonged, but with foam tape. She didn't glue it. She foam taped it right back where it belonged. So it now has some dimension to it, and the entire picture is now reassembled. Isn't that amazing? And look at how cool that looks. It's really, really interesting. And then she foam taped this little greeting, and then this little silver ribbon comes from our gold and silver ribbon collection, and she just glued that right there. That is phenomenal. She did a really great job on this. I love it. So she's actually out of town today, and so when I was looking at this card, I had to be like, how did she do this? It's amazing. So this is our giveaway card for this episode, you guys. So how that works is we're promoting our Paper Wishes over on YouTube, our channel. So we ask that you hop on over to YouTube, subscribe to our Paper Wishes YouTube channel, like this video, and then leave us a comment. And then we reply to all the comments on YouTube, but then after about a week, we'll reply to another viewer's comment with, congratulations, YouTube username blank, you're the winner, here's how to collect your card. You got to know your YouTube username. So if you don't know it, you can always go back and look at your comment to see how it's labeled with the username, or you can actually go up to your account on your home page for YouTube and it'll say it right on the top there. So good idea to go ahead and hit that notification bell at the top right hand corner so you know when we are announcing winners. Now we do card giveaways every Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So if you want to participate in those, you have to watch and like and comment and be a subscriber to each one of those videos, okay? So we hope somebody grabs this and participates in the giveaway. Now I also wanted to show you, here's another one that's just a very simple version, okay? So if you don't want to go all out like Debbie did, try this one. This is a slimline card. This is 3.5 by 8.5 inches tall. And for this one, I just covered it with some of the plaid from our Christmas Floral Plaids paper, okay? And just left a little white border. And then this little piece right here is from our little cutouts right there. I took the bottom edge of one of those and I just glued it on 3 sides to make a pocket, took a little border strip and glued it across the top edge to finish that off, used some little blue border, blue snowflake, wow, I just froze up. I was like, what are these called? Blue snowflake dazzle stickers, just right here because it coordinates with this. Foam taped this little greeting, glued this one across the top. So now I have this little kitty, so cute, this little bookmark. I foam taped it, okay, to the silver, and then just folded, before I foam taped it, folded a little bit of that silver ribbon from our silver and ribbon gold set and just glued that in between, and then you have a little tab. So now you have a cute little card that is a little gift, physical like bookmark that you can use. So that's just a more basic idea. Now here's another fabulous idea that Debbie made. For this one, this is a 5 by 6.5 inch card using that fantastic black and gold collection. Let's take another look at that. Look at those, stunning. And then of course she used the gold backing. Here, I'm gonna grab that one. Here we go, used one of those. And then for her card, Debbie actually made the card base for this. And I'm gonna tell you about that, but then she also made a cute little pocket. Oop, this one's stuck a little bit. On the inside, and used some more of that ribbon from our gold ribbon collection to put in there. Look at all the little Dazzle stickers. She used the gold mirror thin line Dazzle stickers, or straight line, gold straight line Dazzle stickers in the mirror finish. And she just added them here and then across the top edge of the pocket. So how did she make this? She used the 110-pound weight 8.5 by 11 cardstock that we have, and it's listed down below the video, so you can just pop that in your cart. Hey, if you're watching us over on YouTube, just look below the video in the description box. There's a link that'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page. So anyway, if you want this to be a 5-inch wide card, you need to cut this down to 10 inches across, okay? And then it's 6.5 inches tall. And then once you get that cut, Debbie took the scoreboard, okay? And then she opened up that piece, you know, she just had this piece of cardstock that was now 10 inches by 6.5 inches tall. And she scored it at 2.5 inches on this side, and then 2.5 inches on this side. And then folded those little flaps in, okay? So that's how we get the card base on this. And then she literally just took 2 of these and she put one kind of down on this side, and then she did another one up on this side. She glued her little bookmarks right there, and then right here she added some more of those mirrored Jewel Dazzle stickers, foam taped the greetings here. Here she just made a little pocket. Let me measure that. Here we go. So this right here is going to be just under, oops, I always have to accommodate. So this is 5 inches wide, of course, and then 2.5 inches tall. Glued it just on 3 sides, and then put some of those Dazzle stickers here, one of the little punch outs right there, assembled her bookmark, put it right there, just punched a little 1/8 inch hole punch at the top. So yeah, just a really dramatic card, and not hard to do. I love that. That's a great card when it looks fabulous and it was really easy. All right, so for this next one, I'm gonna grab these Santa ones in here. Here they are. They're just fantastic. For this one, these ooh, it didn't like that move. Here we go. This gorgeous sort of tapestry, old Christmas, beautiful. Look at the 6x6 card that Debbie made. It's an easel card. So you open it like this. It's scored right there on the back, and you just prop it open right there. And look at that presentation that makes out of bookmarks, out of bookmarks. That's amazing. Really nice, really beautiful. So let me show you how she did that. She actually made her 6x6 card using this red Christmas Past 12x12 solid cardstock, 6 inches wide, 12 inches long, scored it at 6 inches to make her card base. Then on the card front, she scored right across the center of the card front at 3 inches, okay, using that scoreboard again. And then you guys, she used this paper, the Christmas Pass 6x6 pattern cardstock. She actually used the green paper on the back of all these little images. And you can see right there, so cute. And then glued that to the front, kind of scored it again once you get this part glued on the front so that you can bend that really easily. It's always nice to score it twice. Score it once on the red to get that score in place, then flatten it out, glue this paper here, the green pattern, and then score it again after that glue is dry, just so you have a really nice bend there. On the inside, we've got that pattern again. You can see she cut it just a little bit smaller. So instead of being a 6-inch square, this green pattern is like a 5 7/8 inch square, 5 3/4. Then she just took her bookmarks and she matted each one of those on the gold coordinating bookmark, and then glued, but only glue at the bottom part of the bookmark. We're leaving the top free of glue. And then this one is foam taped, but only foam tape it as far as that bend goes. Foam taped this little greeting, but you only need to foam tape it on the sides because it's overlapping and there's a side, you know, there's a height difference. On the inside, another bookmark on its side that's foam taped. This one is glued to that. Now you got to foam tape this one so that your easel has something to prop up against. If it's just glued, it'll just keep shutting. All right, so fantastic. Who knew? Who knew bookmarks could be so amazing? Debbie did a fantastic job on these. Really, really fun. I think these are really an inspiring thing. They're really different, and the images are just like Hunkydory does the art so well. So the images on these make everything. So you guys, we have a fantastic money saver on this collection. It's right there on the right-hand side. All the other items are listed down below the video. If you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page, if you're watching us over on YouTube, hello, it would be great if you would subscribe to our channel. It helps our small company. But the link for this video is down below in the description box. So just click on that and it'll take you over to our Paper Wishes webisode page. Don't forget to participate in our giveaway. We love it when we can give away these cards. Thanks for joining me today, you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.